Hello, friends! Have you ever dreamed of a place where the energy is so electric it feels like the whole world is holding one big, exciting party? Well, that place is New York City. Imagine you're flying high above it all, like a bird soaring through the clouds. Below you, a lady made of copper holds a torch high, welcoming everyone. That's Lady Liberty, the Statue of Liberty. She is the first friendly face of a city full of millions of friendly faces. As your imaginary flight continues, you swoop lower over a glittering jungle of lights, giant screens. Then you glide over a massive rectangle of green, a perfect patch of nature nestled right in the middle of all the tall buildings. This is Central Park, the city's beautiful backyard. It's incredible, isn't it? This city has everything. Every street corner has a story. Every yellow taxicab is on a mission, and every skyscraper is reaching for the sky with ambition. You can hear the rhythm of the subway rumbling below your feet, smell the delicious aroma of roasting nuts from a street cart, and feel the incredible energy of millions of people all living their dreams side by side. It's a symphony of life, and you're invited to be part of the orchestra. So, are you ready to explore with me? We're going to walk these famous streets together. New York is waiting for us. And of course, you know me, we are going to eat. Our first stop is a real giant, a building so famous it feels like a movie star. I'm talking about the Empire State Building. When you stand at its base, look up, it feels like it could touch the clouds. This building is more than just steel and stone. It's a symbol of hope and ambition. The elevator ride itself feels like a launch into space, and then the doors open. Wow! The view from the top is simply breathtaking. You can see the entire city spread out below you like a giant map. The yellow cabs look like tiny little bugs. The sprawling green of Central Park seems to go on forever. Next, let's visit another star of the New York skyline, Rockefeller Center. This isn't just one building, but a whole complex of them, a city within a city. In the winter, it's home to the most magnificent Christmas tree you've ever seen, a world-famous ice skating rink where people glide and twirl, the watchful eye of a golden statue of Prometheus. What I love about Rockefeller Center is the feeling of grandeur and elegance. The flags of the world flying proudly in the plaza remind you that this is a global crossroads. You can feel the history here, the hustle and bustle of people making things happen. It's a place that makes you feel like you're at the center of everything. Now, let's trade the skyscrapers for a different kind of masterpiece. We're heading to Fifth Avenue to visit the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or as New Yorkers call it, the Met. Friends, this place is not just a museum, it's a time machine. You can walk through its grand halls and travel from ancient Egypt, standing before a real temple, to a room filled with the beautiful, dreamy paintings of Monet. It holds the art and soul of cultures from every corner of the world, all under one gigantic roof. The building itself is a work of art, and climbing its famous steps makes you feel like you're about to enter another world. There are suits of armor from medieval knights that make you imagine epic battles. There are delicate porcelain vases from China that have survived for centuries. You can see modern masterpieces by artists like Picasso and Pollock that will make you think and feel. After filling our minds with art, it's time to rest our feet and fill our lungs with fresh air. And there's no better place to do that than right next door in Central Park. This park is the city's miracle. A huge 843-acre oasis of green in the middle of the concrete jungle. It's where New Yorkers come to play, to relax, and to escape. You can rent a rowboat on the lake, have a picnic on the Great Lawn, or listen to a musician playing a saxophone under a bridge. It's a living, breathing part of the city, and its personality changes with every season. You can discover hidden treasures like the Strawberry Fields Memorial to John Lennon. You can ride the charming vintage carousel. There are gardens, fountains, and winding paths that make you forget you're in one of the biggest cities in the world. It proves that even in a city that's always on the move, there's always room for a little peace and nature. Are you ready for one of the most iconic walks in the world? We're going to the Brooklyn Bridge. This isn't just a way to get from one borough to another. It's a journey through history. When it was built over 100 years ago, it was a marvel of engineering. It was the longest suspension bridge in the world. Its beautiful stone arches are instantly recognizable, and that web of steel cables, iconic. Walking across it is a rite of passage for any visitor to New York. The best way to do it is to take the subway to Brooklyn and walk back towards Manhattan. Why? Because the view will absolutely knock your socks off. As you walk along the wooden planks of the pedestrian pathway, the skyline of Lower Manhattan gets closer and closer. You can see the Freedom Tower shimmering in the sun, along with all the other famous buildings of the financial district. It's a view you've seen in a million movies, but seeing it with your own eyes is something else entirely. But let's talk about one more hidden gem for a great view. This one in Brooklyn. It's called Brooklyn Bridge Park. This waterfront park offers what many believe is the absolute best view of the Manhattan skyline. You can sit on the grassy piers. It's especially magical at sunset, when the sky turns pink and orange and the city lights begin to sparkle. This area, often called Dumbo, which stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, is full of charm. Find that perfect photo spot on Washington Street, where the Manhattan Bridge perfectly frames the Empire State Building. It shows you that New York isn't just Manhattan. It's a collection of unique and wonderful boroughs, each with its own personality and its own incredible views. Alright, let's talk about the most important thing, food. You can't come to New York and not eat the classic, iconic foods that the city is famous for. And we have to start with pizza. New York-style pizza is a thing of beauty. It's all about the crust. Thin in the middle so you can fold it, puffy and crisp on the edges. The sauce is simple and tangy, topped with gooey, melted mozzarella. One of the legendary spots to try this masterpiece is Joe's Pizza. Try a plain cheese slice first, that's the test. Next up, the bagel. A real New York bagel is boiled before it's baked. Boiling gives it a chewy inside. The classic way is with a smear of cream cheese. Everything bagel, pumpernickel bagel, rainbow bagel, and the classic topping. Lox, thinly sliced smoked salmon, capers, red onions on an open-faced bagel. Finally, the humble hot dog from a street cart. Look for the carts with blue and yellow umbrellas. Hot dog with mustard. Hot dog with sauerkraut. Eating it on a park bench. A perfect New York moment. It's the food of the people, and it's delicious. One of the most amazing things about New York is that you can travel the world just by walking through different neighborhoods. Let's start our journey in Chinatown in Lower Manhattan. The moment you walk under the ornate gateway, you feel like you've been transported. The street signs change to Chinese characters. The air is filled with exotic smells, and the sounds of a different language bubble up all around you. It's a vibrant, bustling neighborhood where you can find traditional tea houses, fresh, exotic fruits you've never seen before. The real reason to come to Chinatown, of course, is the food. Oh, the food! This is the place for some of the best and most authentic Chinese food in the country. You absolutely have to try dim sum. This is a meal of small, bite-sized dishes, steamed dumplings, fluffy pork buns, and savory rice rolls. Just a few steps away from Chinatown, you'll find yourself in another world, Little Italy. The streets here are narrower. You'll see the red, white, and green of the Italian flag hanging from fire escapes. The neighborhood is famous for its festive atmosphere, especially during the San Gennaro festival in September, and the incredible smell of sausage and peppers cooking on the grill. While you're here, you have to eat pasta, and for dessert, you must get a cannoli. It's a taste of la dolce vita, the sweet life, right in the heart of Manhattan. After all that amazing savory food, you know we need to save room for dessert. New York City is a paradise for anyone with a sweet tooth, and there are a few legendary spots that you simply have to try. First up is Magnolia Bakery, made famous by Sex and the City, tucked away on a charming street in the West Village. The bakery feels like stepping into your grandma's kitchen. It's cozy and smells heavenly of butter and sugar. But the star of the show at Magnolia is the cupcake. They are beautiful little creations, topped with a signature swirl of pastel-colored buttercream frosting. The cake is light and moist, and the frosting is sweet, creamy, and oh so satisfying. Getting a cupcake from Magnolia and eating it on a bench in the nearby park is a quintessential New York experience. Their banana pudding is also legendary, creamy, dreamy, and filled with vanilla wafers and fresh bananas. It's comfort in a cup. Now, if you're looking for a dessert that's a little more substantial, let's go to our next stop. Prepare yourselves, friends, for the cookies from Levain Bakery. These are not your average cookies. These are giant, thick, gooey mounds of pure joy. Each cookie weighs about 6 ounces. That's almost half a pound. They are crispy on the outside but warm, soft, and almost dough-like on the inside. When you break one open, the melted chocolate chips just ooze out. It's a little piece of heaven. A city isn't just buildings and food, it's the people who live there. And in New York, the people are the main event. The city's culture is written on its streets, performed on its subway platforms. Just walking around is like being at the most interesting show on earth. In parks like Washington Square or in the middle of Times Square, you'll find incredible street performers. Okay, my friends, you're ready to go. But before you pack your bags, let's talk about a few practical tips to make your first trip to New York easy and fun. First, how to get around. The best way to explore the city is the subway. It might look complicated at first, but it's fast, cheap, and it can take you almost anywhere you want to go. You can buy a Metro card or use the new Omni system. And don't forget your best mode of transportation, your own 2 feet. When should you visit? Every season has its charm. Check the weather and pack accordingly. Wear comfortable shoes. You will be doing a lot of walking. Let's talk safety and budget. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep valuables secure in crowded places. Stick to well-lit streets at night. Trust your instincts. Don't be afraid. NYC is one of the safest big cities in the world. Budget-wise, it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Many great experiences are free. Walking across the Brooklyn Bridge, exploring Central Park. So there you have it. A little taste of what this incredible city offers. Now I want to hear from you. Let's help each other have the best New York adventure ever. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures.